Ndizi TV ubwansu bw'omugusii omurobiri okubwatya nigo bekirwe igoro y'emyaka 13 naigo abalinse y'emyaka eyo nigo balinse y'amorokereryo y'abaibuli
Biamono kigimo mwancho murigeria go television ya Ndizi TV marobingi ya anosio soberete kero chara gire chi saibire nejida kenyi chinechinsa chiro kwa Afrika ya moja chinga gichingi ya boli bunere botambe kire litugule Jumamosi no manyete no murubiri ubweke umbu bochagara chinsa ibire igo ikachinsa inye chabotuko ekero togo isansaga twaligeria mangana asiasa mangana governance buraigwa Gusii Kenya ebugwe sentiment kigendere taroro Biamono kigima basakiba itomba soka emahambia egia bagenda na kukorganizia mangana ya chiwika chinze seto gokomanyinde na nikigendrete asoro gongoro ito rwa Gusii bono igote to kuburia obena inche uchakrabono guika chinsenyi buna butambe no maende na togocha twakora chiga kiecho genda simitando yetu ya Facebook Ndizi TV News Digital ogenda YouTube Ndizi TV News abuno gotonyora twabekire linki ga ya kigima elinde oligererie omosani naboigo omosani onde elinde amanyenga omoroberio gweke umbo osukire bosio no gendrete ororo emarokoba ya bono biamono kigima mwenzi bono ntogendrete gokwana tiganko manyena bitoko lya rero onye kwaligererie metanda yeto omogeni ito nali nyumba kabisa ligakorwa Honorable Frank Mirina oyo no mwanasiasa kurwa county ya Kisii nkaite akurwa Central Ward nkomo wandiri baga elinde kwanere bya kabisa lakini akurwa Central Ward imeye county ya Kisii na boletie obwebisi kurwa county ya Kisii gagase ward ya Central Ward imeye county ya Kisii nchesanda kulinde no musawamoke nabo atikirenga nabo igo nirwete kigima eliyoguchi yakoreta amoncho ya manene ase orogongoro rwa Gusii nabo igo ense ya Kenya kwarondera baraya bange na abasaba ke bali baba bagochorwa nabo igo mbale isiko aba bakobwata ni bakuru millennials nabo igo ntobwate Gen Zs abundo buruba soire imeke gima teto manyibirengere bya yenna gwikira boni gana kibito bire na ngayaro chense ya Kenya ero chigo cha kiagera amatuka bwango iga umwaka w'igirwibere ne 2025 na ibera basahaba bange basoiregeti nikibarakiye gotoletera ase enjerenga muneyo oinyorenga amangana ali yo kumurusho mokonyi bumurayibwense na agendererete igobono gochakira ali tugule Jumatano na Alhamisi abo tugule Jumanne omo gavana bwe county ya Kericho nerenguru kuligeri bara mangana ye na bete impeach wiki eli yaita inibito bigendrete kolengana naye ebirengere byao na kioroje senate nechikokonya omokonyi bw'omurayibwense senate nechikomokonya omokonyi bw'omurayibwense gotigarabisi ndikere birengere byawo gwetirese namba yesimirabo eyo bekire gorogabo abiganya cyamo kubegire namba yesimi eneri bolyo na bolirie no kagete senate nechikomokonya omokonyi bw'omurayibwense muske rigatigashagwa gotigarabisi elina liboli na bolirie esimi yawo ndikere namba gorogabo ebirengere byawo onte bina na kina bogona boko boli bolyo omogeni bwiri tukolya lero nagoto yakorwa Honorable Frank Mirina oyo no mogeni bwiri tukolya lero waidire bya
ndiye mwana sana moralia
na kiondre
mbiande no mokongo nde kabisa narode na no mokongo
msiana sana na kiondre
mbiande kabisa
yes
I'm happy to be here
thank you
yeah
bia mono kabisa
been a while
yeah ngaki mbia sana je biande
okay
daraba te biri guru no kuru kwa Honorable Frank Mirina
yeah
bono nabura nyore kwa chuka batisho zungo batituba ugaujyo lieta bango gulireka ngo into perspective ya elinde bamanya na liye naborerego
ndiye mwana sana moralia selibaga anda saba tegereri beito be TV yetu ya Ndizi TV
yes
nimeshukuru sana na nimefurahia kujiunga na studio yetu
yes
inka
karibu
igawono eto ukwaneke Gusii kabisa and I'm proud for that munwonka tuanalie sebe Swahili ebinge lakini I'm happy that here niko nyumbani na tunaweza elezana kwa lugha yanka eto kuigwana
that's very great
asa maleta nkoro kwa Frank Mirina Frank Mirina seitere asa koro kumenyingwa Kisii Central Ward constituency ne ya Nyamira chache
yes
ne county ne ya Kisii County
okay
yes
abunonka
yes
no kinirete
igabo no
nkini ngona kyoki nete gutira asini nigeri inde umuntu akomanye bya kabisa umayite bono iyo tutwara profile ya uritangani tukomanye na ayeningo gutira tumanye ukubeke kebiru no isaine ustraisana na utata karaiga ngayo so berete gutira primary ya
actually nasomete school ya Nkari a public primary school kuna Kemabundu primary school.
Okay.
No nchakerete school ya ngaki nursery.
School
yoboroso.
Yes.
Engasoma Kemabundu primary school.
Yeah.
In class 1, 2, and there's a private school yalengalie. It's called Bright Shepherds.
Yes.
Ngaruago ngasoma Gekomu primary school. Ngana ukolera class 8.
Okay.
As a primary school ya Kisii campus primary school.
Okay.
Ono gabu nongolete class 8 ya Nakuru.
Okay.
Kurwabunga soa Kadinoro Tunga Musocho. The Red City. No, and it's coming up very well.
Yeah.
From the previous to the regime ya Rakolebia.
Yes.
And I'm hoping the school because they were number 2 the previous the last before.
Yes.
So they did us proud, and I hope the school will perform more better going forward. A degree and Bachelor of Information Technology.
Okay.
Kurua says University of Strathmore University here in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Born Iganinde Ngokorande degree and Akabere International Relations from the same university.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
something like that?
In Chamina Frank, I'm into private sector, whereby I'm a private entrepreneur. On talk already, I shall be bonchuredi. Wow, lende. Tokona kubanganga kitoko lende nsi yetu. Na kuimokia economy ye country yetu. Tutali bali toko tamoto invest outside. We invest within so that we try to improve our country. Na buy Kenya, build Kenya. Yes.
Bono Frank, you are a young man.
Sure.
Why also siasa mapema and kwa politics siasa ya wentanga ndi wa agitiki kamago
siasa na raya kolire but I came into the limelight mono also cover into active politics.
Yes.
Ekaro ya lenge 2017
na gotomere link na boko abasani na
bamanye
na ibintu bali ba maite bali kwate betie
mbono mangana ali achakire
bono batumere ga bukaro andre tukonye ko batumera gante byo mwancho muri no muri ugwatrense kwa gure introduction niyo magani akira bwete neine enkongegima kana ndete gutumira basani linkiga gango nyolina enamba yisi minere gora habo na kubolina aye no kagete seneti nechi gotenenia amangana alia yuko murusho mokoni bwomura iwense eye magega yichukura gwakwa alia sebunge nene na kobe kuisiko asebatebetenga ande yake oyo yaya ta kunya igo chimbo cya kitali chingiya nabwo tubukurumiga iganaria gobo no gento kelia guchokora ukundigira libori ondro chembale bande takundigira emagaroba engiya igongo chinde go soma biyakima emaragoba yabono ngoite bono igo twerobe iribuya twabekire kiregento biyatigango torole na togendra guchubosyo byamono na kubori bono libori na ki ndiye kiaga so kia siasa kia kubwatete
mono taline kiagaso no bokoreri twatete koligi gokorera abantu baitegaso. From where we come from and from the history to akinire abayiboli baita batosomire to achire chi school to asomire to akolire.
That's right.
Bono nande tuiranire nka the best we can give to the society mono buna antu bali tu akinirete togosome buwetere michango nande wetera well wishers. We felt like if we come up with a structure, with a system, yobuya, ntonyara ko improve. Obugima bwa abana bande bawokina. Maiga yeito who might be facing the same challenges. To wetera na sesema ya masomo. And also gotema koleta magendero gocha saba iboli baito bali batu kineti elinde tenyare kana na ntubono twanyoro burabu twatamira ochisikali tutiga abantu baito bagenderete gokoraki
bande to
gotigaro musunteni bono uko ganikoleto burabu saba abantu baito na kubakorere gasi na korana ki kitwasokere twarata alire twarenga kibisa kubinde bigokora twarenga ki abantu bande bakora chinse mande yawao. It is good also to copy those bora live where they kali na into tema ko copy osento ikirane nabantu bande
nkwa boli tikura umwaka w'ikiri gwibere nemero ngibere na ibere wetere kyama kya ODM.
Yeah.
How was your experience na inde na kikwaro chebito bire ikera bago pa de bana you baptism fanya gendo neki karwa za ro litangani how was it
and about chikora chana chintangani actually after campus that was the first time I was not very familiar with the landscape politics ya Gusii but I really came fully dedicated to serve the people.
Yes,
the experience I got is something that I can keep to remember for a while because and it's something I've always shared nabasani bane ngona kwa key entry levels chirina it is not easy but it is possible.
Yes,
teriraisi because first things they watch go board abo currency you are a young man we currency nabantu basenali obaboli na nintakete nimbate birengera rugete na gete nintete ko bigichukura abantu baitike ntogeta bakora yakosana no kenyale no bwate chibesa
no mokongore
mono bagorigereri no bwate nibo banza kubona bono lende na tege nibo teka hiyo na kiyo jakoba but I can be a proof that when you are into leadership and you are passionate about leading other people mono enibo ne mentality to achite ko create later on but aspiration ili yao is more than enibo omo sugumo oli olime yao
no kagedena enibo yo hagera basa bange batigati sigoti
nande truth be told to some levels you are contributing in a big way because boni gabantu baito of course we have so many people bali skapa bwate chi agenda chingia emerobelini ya sabantu baito but they lack that chance because nabongo rangelia abantu buna mwana mtoke batingo rangeli ayenjo na basani bande gango banda mangana batebi na merobere kimbwate ochibosigo ne community egente ketangani na to kono mukutano wako ibo aki no mugambirende toseli
etingango digesi
na toseli na hanambia to kwa na ngaki ko seli kiro kiko birete na lende umanyete yabere na noroche bono to irire chinga kichito ko tegerera bono to compensate bono kwa nyorana tubwati that financial muscle usana tubwati chinguru chiri you are incapacitated kwanza kuoba komera abantu bamino because kokobomera koko baireza mangana na to ser bono pake mwana bisini no jwega na no para yango liyo jikora na kala to ser
itangani to
kala to ser limo lende na in the process yoko na kuli chukura which is something we really need to fight as a community. I really feel na ogosera as really denied the right people a chance yoko chukora yoko chukurana ko koleta magendresa abantu baitu kwanyorana umuntu can go anywhere whichever ways akore stibesa ache sabantu baitu oba ngaina shilingi 50 emi wakemetemi miaka 5 yera ande tuirana between the first and the second year abantu banza tena kaki nane bayira na pore kaki ntwa sete bono twangaini next time bono magana tari gojigoje umuntu to kuma nane next time ngeweka umuntu uri nande osirire for 5 years oirana bono chirichi atakire koleta magendera uchibunja in terms of 50 shillings oletera abantu baito nande batera beba buna and this is the same problem we had nande twanyara ki we are in the same problem
ndio ngobori matekero go so siasa ninga gitego kumina basa sana musana babwate birengera bia atakete go so siasa lakini sorry is okay bia grande na dolire linda na kigendre bien kiarua binyirigere biya tukora ndo mutimo kumusini ni tumanye ko turaro si microphone kidogo baba ya rure ndi tonyebeke biya tukora ndo mutimo kamoke tukora mwangu kuja
Ayumwanjuwe getasini kia Ndizi TV na bogo tubuate wetera senjera mtandao ya www.ndizitv.net ili kutuligirelia na wigo usonje mirubiri yito chinsemero ngebirnenye nyoranga na bogo sonja wetera sesimi yao yakoboko laptop smart TV iliyo wegokie Ndizi TV obwanso bw'Gusii.
Omwanchu muliriria bwa televishoni ya Ndizi TV mbiyamona sukoira chinsa chao na kuliriria televishoni yao na mbeyemo yomunwa mweke Gusii bono onye kubwate nganende yonsi yokwe murungania woso komenta na bogo toikera ase gutwakire simi ase namba notisano na ibere inyesato isano nemo ibere isato isano na isato isano na ibere eyemo gose otorikere yukorike ase email ya ndiztvnews@gmail.com Voigo na bugotonyora ase mitandao yaito buna Ndizi TV News Digital ensemo ya Facebook, YouTube nigotogotoka buna Ndizi TV News na Voigo TikTok nigotogotoka buna Ndizi TV News na bo ogututarira sikiabisi chito ekyo kirebo cyobwe kiro ya embassy ekeroko genda nyakoe ase bara ekurwa Kisii kogenda Kisumu. Ndizi TV obwanso bw'Gusii.
biamono kigimo mwanchombo ligaliya na bitwera nirega twachikora fix ibintu ake mo bibere gaiga mata mangana yimitambo nako kirigo bugete ngari erigo gigo charire gabwese mo akabire kuya kombwe kwanyora na bintu mbiri kuya igobono twa fix liga ndai tubono mugadio na tegerera kabisa elinde tuske gosyo biamono kigima walibaga ndete kutolikira mungwaro ku Bashir Kingsley ate bakaribu kiongozi wa vijana Frank Mirina biamono kigima uyu akuru kwa Bashir Kingsley abate bigo na ndio kuru kujeria kirwo ate ba listening from Manama Bahrain Kingdom goika inka Kisii County Kanyimbo Mwakiage Village. Thank you very heavy asogo tulikiraga bwe mugoroba ya bono ali YouTube bogendera bokulika Facebook narona bogo tulikiraro nari gogo tebanga Honorable Mirina twanalire goserwa utaseretia abantu ga kino kwana mangana maya inaki goika oigeke uyakurwa Elijah Makori ukoge foundation na babatera biasa bono erega abasaya mwasoire chikura and I'm very passionate unake basaba ke baso chikura nuko gerete bali baroro roboniga batigire example ya egere inwe mutaka so ime mwakiri chikura oyirari dogwate babu wino no musaye dogwate oyona kyale kuruko mwana muziki oyo mwana muziki naro lego so etegabo jagwa na so eto dogwate yabe dunsifuna is not that old dogwate abasandi ndinyoro abuna basaye no barabara MCA yabe nyororo no bamanyete abasaye bali basoire gaiga nuko kete ba korige tukende gyoskere remarkable kira gerenche naye gosunje noli gosononde baba interested ya sabasaye
nteketente beiga
yes
egenteke ni we are proud for some of the leaders bali abasaye ba beirega bagochoro because it doesn't mean omuntu makaro mobe all of them are bad because imbale babate different upbringings and morals mbale babate moral upright na mbale governance na leadership yabere to the level unaona njira admirable na njira questionable and this thing is not about homosai versus omogaka basically nelina na ideologically things change over time.
That's right.
Because essentially engaki akalento bata bagaka who are very respectable leaders, wise leaders abagaka babo Simeon Nyachae babo Sagini. We had very very strong leaders babo Mugaka Onyonka who could articulate issues in a very good way. And they had the interest yabantu bali baba tomo at heart to that level. Though they had their own challenges and their own problems. Same case as the world they're going to go change, abantu ngona we evolve bale. Things are changing. The problems na problems sharing the previous regime probably they might not be having the same remedy or solution take over same because of the digital era, the way people are thinking. So it is also good to have these young men on board because in tubono to akini regeneration eli tota even a digital generation. They're being solved by technology. Enga kinero meta bantu bumuna ko bwato mo video so mo montole so US it was impossible to reach because it was very expensive. But now through WhatsApp people can
Zoom or abantu across the world meeting mo ga very important
The world is now being a small village.
Yeah.
So have no problem with abagaka baito na kiba kolebe ndo. Now we really respect them, appreciate them. Batoikiria. Hale batoro kiri ina kienchiranga kialengi. Otherwise ina mbalengo it could be problem. Oni gaba sai balito take charge, and this is a challenge to all of us balito ko ligobora ibobo sai. It is not about Umosai. It is about what you can be able to deliver to the people. Komomosai is not it's not a guarantee that in Abono you are qualified to lead. What are you going to bring on the table? You have an advantage over the previous people, our older guys, that you are more informed to asomira and bachire batalile compare they have batali chiza chinde kora keeping to koru. You are more informed. Now you can bring back this information as abantu baito over break it down over kore. So, some of them we are proud of them. Abande is a disappointment. Abande ma them baleba ikere ro bogambi bastukana kai. Oninche ngona wake ro saruti para.
Noroje abose lasi. No warari.
Out of that panic umuntu stukana kai. Oninche na injo yega. Weba agenda yabantu bae.
Good.
Emyaka 5 gekwera then nando ira nago chikweberere abantu batwara a bad picture about Abasai.
Yes.
I want to tell our people it's not Omosai in general. It is that specific crook utali word up into the expectation.
Okay. Ninkie keke ya kwa rekoreta azabantu ba nkaite kwa Central Ward.
Yes.
Central Ward. Kwa boliti oburai.
Yeah.
Central Ward nere bwatrangiye town yon.
Nere bwatrangiye town ya.
Ngigete menyinkwa.
No, ebwate bitu 14 among them maybe 2 ebire within the town,
CBD.
The CBD, whereby actually the majority of the voters ba Central Ward ba koru ebitu ebine bi town. Eto bwate bitu na Kisii primary.
Nere ward manyanyari.
Nere muga manyanya bone nere mu MC bone. Ebwate bitu buna bine which is actually in terms of numbers it's the largest in terms of registered voters. To around 23,000 as per 2022. Igobono again to una kwa bolina what could I bring to the people abantu wa Central Ward. I can't say na gendengenda achenkole ekegeni wetani biribiro other than could be make people more efficient. Mono delivery of services to the people. Because yes, there is allocation. There is a problem. Of course, there is allocation for resources. The way of distribution of these resources, allocation, identifying need more urgent is the problem. Mono Central Ward, which is also part of the town, we really address a community which is not Gusii. Actually is a more cosmopolitan. Because every tribe represented. One njirora akole bintu muna gokurukuru se ward ya imake nebe tobauti yake because none njiro ko address abantu to kwanza kubatanga kieke gusiga you have to address them on your language mbale barure outside Kisii Central Ward because omete a town yengo na attract investors who are stakeholders in this town. So it needs an understanding like you bring together abantu abons low level ntobate the parts chia Central Ward inchire into part to that even a village level ono mwe akona wochinyansancha mate. It's a bit of abantu baitu bara ba ukwaneke gusika bisa kalbo no kwaneke sweri naro nabo na vera beto bauti ya bara kumina no yo no moge ninge kia auto kwalira so the things we wanted to look into is more importantly is education na kitura empower bana baito banyora masoma maya elinde banyara ko twala light elinde yaro musukuna mambiende bacha bakoba empowered themselves. Number 2 tuligeria mangana ya development.
Yes.
Ward development umete mono ward development ebintu biwentere gaiga na mangana yobonjo echipara because when you connect our people very well abantu baitu na balimi
accessing go tokere gebinto
yes
na kibigo kechi
in good time abantu abarumbe chipikipiki ngakibao kole byasara byo byobonjo because the majority flawlessly batali kwenda kereta ekana ne garage bale bakorege
batakuri chinsa time is money yeah
asa mangana chipara tuligereria mangana ya empowerment mono abasaye baito basomira abande lakini kwanyorana ki network iliyo ko ba empower elinde banyole injira yo kwenyorera teyo
Okay.
It is about your leadership in place in kolengere yake. You tap opportunities. Now people work even online. Ngo abantu work remotely.
Yeah.
If you have in place mondale bosongoga akorera umuntu karose na America gas or say Canada or UK, it's because of abantu structures chibekire in place, abantu babe informed, mono babe informed, babe trained. Apart from the white collar jobs chigatobwate na Rasmandi Kwe County, Rasmandi Kubu Muindi Gosasekete. There's a way you can be yourself okole na babe self sufficient. Banyare kwelika, banyare kwa innovative, babe incubation. Umuntu metana bako incubation in a way that babe mentored, babe structured, babe equipment get chiko bakonya, bakole babe self empowered.
Bon mucho yo bosongo ebintu mno kwali kanyora riba go ochorwe ebintu biro mna sewage system mangana ya mache ikiagera nkaite paka no choka nyamatara this town
ne municipality level is big
ya chake bukina kabisa go expand kuchisko ogende paka getari rogoro minyinko all over these places nse micho sijuati no macha tap water
I know
juati sewage system teje tipaka noniga umuchi unogende tukukina recently na kuruya yetu
city status yeah next Eldoret will be recently
na kuruya yetu Eldoret Kisumu kale na Mombasa na Nairobi that is what everyone is fighting for.
Yeah, sure.
Ebintu mbere biri obone tukuyikera ngo bende kubeka abantu bali ko 250,000 mubati na street lights mubati na around about in terms of this aye no mo MCO takete cover or central ward. What are some of the things that everyone nayo mo MCA bona mna monyenyo orororo ora kore elikwene kianga omuchoyo onyore city status elinde madakonyo city status go there's a way pricing of activities you cover. What can you do?
To be honest, chinguru chomo MCA nchiri asekete chigoika elinde chinde chia as a county governor and others from the national county level national government babwatero. It is important umete mono in any city is about planning. Whenever there's a proper planning which includes sewer systems na water which is amenity area cover stretched so much whenever there's a population increase over time bosongo gaiga abantu baito they could use pit latrines but boniga because of pressure and everything sanitation there is need to have a structure widened and I have a challenge that maybe the planners of the town there before they didn't see this. I don't know, they didn't see ama they saw or say tujotobo ati map buyega tumanye where even to get the other kubera bitayo nande who have invaded some of those things because I know as a city status they need to have a lot of space because you bonika na toko rugege town wete gaiga no aga traffic karo with this more people if the more people they come the pressure will increase get to expand which now ramba igore parabne ya maiga gaiga nyanchwa which is a good thing ende ya daraja maigali na yole ya bono it's easing the flow bono nchenge tunango cha gukora it is about getting in place legislations to follow into structure the real map ye town nga kialengi who have invaded into those government amari mali town alia enkwa allow for expansion metede aba kurumi barabara so that if we sanitize that structure I believe nande institution chitochi taldazma actually mna kwata yabaiko na wane na rora government ya county government ya sukichobe skure town center so that tutwale services chibe isikake chisukuiskake na nobole ministry yobole mi terrace metoke town ya na which south Mogirang akonyora naga center uka abantu bale bakufolo bintu biri kuchali so that to decongest town by expand go chichinsa machini amangana abuna these things chirichiko tacho nobole bintu bine bibe bisoke the same thing in national government ya kwalete the devolution part of it even they spread out so that the pressure they toke town abantu bakonyora services from different parts of the town
mano tigango ndara ligirina ndio ndo likireka kama na abere ndeka toka ndetebusio mano kikima wa vijana wanaweza kuongoza vizuri iji Steve Arika tari mosae biamono kigima honorable mutume no mosae honorable Kerage of Gusii, yes. Mirina kura mbele Elijah Makori ekera PhD biamono kigima ase okurwe bilengero byao. Good evening omuralia kwani umugambi gwa kwani gwe
biamono aikire
sawa. Last time karibu achukue round hii atakuwa MCA oyakuru kwa kefa mumanyi biamono kifa mumanyi wote bilinga yukurukuru lakini biamono Cliff Maranga to say hi to my friend Frank. I wish him well. It's time we elected fresh and young leaders to usher new ideas. I wish him well. And I don't want to let me lead way by discouraging Ogoserwa. Voter bribery. 2027 will be a turning point. Biamono kigima yanda kulikibirenga byao ande nakoboli na nukogete senate nechiko konya umukonyi bomuraimenso muskeri Geoffrey Gazigashawa gotigara sikiro gukyobrai ebyo ne igoro yo murai yonzi tolikere go chagagerinde togendere bosyo ekara togendere tengane yika goika bono ngwa bodi jikura njisa netie inga kielia so far miaka ne angebere ya itire kuru inga kieju go chaboniga expectation kiri abantu babwate naye kwa bwate in terms of by MCA no kagete ngachiba according to the expectation kitwa bwate
abara ibeito baile term a contract to abana inchi bito baite ne miaka 5
yes
nande it will be sad news ezeka miaka 5 ere tonyore na bado ntora kende Jones it will be a shame na ande tira na saba na inchi tuanze kubatenga kina tafadhali na ande tumente meke tokore because within 5 years is a reasonable time omuntu kweri package quickly because again to get kwengoli mentally you are prepared 1 year even before you know which areas probably as an aspirant now what the priority areas na nyarebe na what the priority areas so getting to leadership it is not something kirabe by surprise probably you have your plan on how to do these things again don't you expect it in upon by now we should be having let's say if 5 years is 100% One on 2 years, one to take it to talk, 30%.
Yes.
30% of the expectations, of which I want to believe some have achieved, some are still struggling to achieve, which is a challenge. Yes. Why is it that oyigere alemutwe aye maiga it is not a class of competition whereby nabono ntwakora matemu oyobwe yaya inumwenzi na bana abamo you are eating from the same orobero romo ngeki kunyarekana oyo maru munuru ayobona ayorete muchando kyobwate so far I feel there is a big gap. There's a gap that really needs to be worked on. They have time to change on this because nimete omochaka no na roche mubruka no bete because omete kero no company structures cho see company those initial moments abantu rasma para kuarusana para sigikali
ekile kile mundu kugere position ya esa kobera
that's para sigikali to the point bono paka mocha musigikali kabisa paka bono mocha goikia point na bono kero mundu fit to box asabana takoba now then there is a formation part of it whereby now bono ga to arwane to akorukurwana bono ga we have to sit down to ikaransiram bono tetorosi ejere to kolega I want to believe the initial stages chirichia kuaruzana kidogo zimezicherire now it is about to deliver on this
no kagete aba MCA ba korino nogo machiko in terms of legislation yigali ase a county machiko nona kurigiryo mugavana kyo kolemeremo so far ekiagara chukasi charuru kurwe national government extra charuro kya kirega noroche na ba kodre mereme ya kurigiri kiye mugavana agokora ade dundi ajob ekiagara mbali bago tebana barakora bia uskuli none county ya Nyamira ndo kwa kirangusi yengi matogote ba mpaka ndete negisegi tuota kumugavana ande ba ruana gaga none parliament ni aganaria none kaunti ya Kisii ntu abatu muchando ya bu mapema lakini okorane bintu bya jabe gakenda
mbamba alwana bagakora bakayigwana
maka yomo deputy governor kogenda chise ginche ira nanze no kugetenga baligereirie emirimo y'umu governor the right way mune banta koba
for sure there is a big question on that because amaitenga kinera abantu bakarwanire otaka kupush your agenda lazima muhimu kekerogo uruto yonde linde message yawe nyaweka. The only thing to automatically bakore representation, oversight and registration ebintu bitatu batorosali chiko ligia litari go favor on the wins litari by partisan umeze abande mbale okuguna o ebobweto mugavana abande ngaki abande mbabwate personal differences no mugavana bajireta mbaka into the assembly which is not the case. Again tugere mutagere moba na batoro basani kidene kitu achire gocha muina esiri chiko abantu bantu mete ochagege assembly abantu abe bantu mete morai mpakorere ABCD umugavana ga okwira bugeka muvuteri yayo mugambi tali incho mube ira ndasa abantu bali bakochorete batenga ki nje najete kubasabere keneke umugavana akambera igana babu uri umugavana amaswali yayi gose ahetoba na you are just a rubber stamp
kwalire
na kwalire na yabe inuna abantu mutumira umugavana can have his opinion as an MCA you can have your opinion. It is good to share, you communicate to each other whatever nga ki governor ndo che point ya onengia kona inturende bana ba MCA usina inje buno MCA buno tutabera na inje na harolirega you get to meet to a point tali na ororo wakachingobi wote una left bokorana right. It is about the same now. I'm a leader, I'm elected. Let me agenda bantu mete. Yes. It is simple as that. You want to the question na ki na das mangu kibirogo na ingo kobori zwali ngo chikongangore. It is a contract to go there 5 years.
Na asina dole gukwana na basaye bande. Twaikire di harro kalirenga basaye na inumogo so asibirogebi go murenjara sana. Tugwati kalendene. Kera mo igirajo umugavana murayigwenzo barangira jikoni moisaransa amezeria jikoni abandi kabale mesa yaero inumure balia none ndagera atiko be kujisani mo kurusurusu brime na odwara katolo ukwana odwige nabasa babiri bobe igo bakale kurubushi nono bukuma mbe kurusurusu brime
bakwe bagera
kurusurusu brime
tali basaeboka
muri yani abandi nakuchibabeira bagwatekende kwarwete skuru goro kwa ikire gaiga wole njara mono notake tegari
notake
nyombengia turanyuma labda usina kwa nyuma mire bono familia erenke ote boli mono notake nyombengia abasaya bali njara yaro kandenga mukali maya
chile bocho ka sero nalo bade bade to jisuki goraki na lele kero nabwa nangwa sera tabando na eras bobangere ndo sero oire loko boko actually I know some of the motions chitagere within the assemblies, not even in the county level assemblies. That's baba bribed. It's not me, we have had in the media
horse trading
omodo goraki nanto merane choime to 1200 twetu muswada geta
ngwa derecho usukwaranga ki gero checho mo
bago subana kigare omodo alali those are allegations which are even parliamentarian bachira uti kota ki ntwegwa mbaegwa enterwe choime na ale kiriko bagero say asale decent choime. So it is a big problem because in a civilized democracy whenever you have your contrary opinion speak it out without even being coerced was over pushed to speak in a specific direction. If you are a representative of the people, you have a command. I told you selected. Madam Mondori selected when administration nominated abantu abantu bale chihandras baliba obobisi you can dictate them na kolega but you are elected chosen by thousands of people to represent their interest enchara ne yake umushara no bwate ndende na kwanyole keroge kiga to enda go tengere bese gosoirira abantu bonze nalo mushara oliyo nalo joko tume kumune bad example buna ndo amakonye tekonye you the only thing needing a key akero kwanya le opportunity yoso kwanya le chance yogo kolera abantu abegazi do the right thing and come back to the people whenever there is a challenge enjare ga yabasa ni maitenero na ande te kwera which is na rojo ya madana ki to kunyarekana na naye omubunge wense mogete utotokora chi contract chonse chi CDF chi constituency yao nande ugotumaga chi proxy within your constituency. It is a shame no chobe nataka kuirebese yonsi ngayokoyira
cyane ngo ko bwatore bono ango te babale na aba MCA ba tumekiro skurikiri goniga twatwara impeachment chiningi bonde pitigama na county ya Kisii mo women rep we ani mo gavana we county ya Meru ntunde ya gatatu arusiri obisi kiricho na arusiri Nyamira batembere ntunde ya kabiri bono barwa nete bakarusio mo
speaker badana nere shida
kandi nero rumo chando ebinde bimbigendrete no kagete ekero bago blame mo gavana ngatara kora magendro mbara bibago etikibesa asegunge siraba MCA
naba MCA
blame ya habero ngajere ekero mo gonya blame mo gavana ngatara kora yi do they take ayigero kubarire kurusiko if anything tango na ino murayuri ango na ino rebe osino jobe aba MCA ngo take very responsibility ya part of the development yatra koreka
but because the governor is the custodian any boyonsi ya development here county. I've seen some counties whereby they have agreed between the governor and MCAs but the key part of the development money you can share not with our accounts but allocate na chikolegasi in a certain way as a ward so that ward MCA doesn't have control of the money but can has control maybe of how to balance which area of priority based on
public participation bakorera abantu
bae maitena bora ansugumere chiparo nya una central ward nya ne chiram probably nya ne chiram choka chiro tinde mangana pa maintenance abande bone gantu bade una bona central it will be a problem of a match sewage mangana sewage probably go chi market takoba the issue. So some of these things it is important am governor na aba MCA ba communicate but some of those wars also some of the wars it's more political. More political wars. Maybe I want to achieve my scores in Nyarebe. I will pass you. I'm saying that governor na turigo tuagende. Chumaine no dole mangana otubegete meza. Na tuikaranserete. So that ba achieve their personal interest. Majority iso kuligere monomone bintu bakurwanira is not about sinan development. No angira koleta development. Ne nibo.
Noro chinjire babunete ko batembi aba MCA
for real it is about governance and what abambia nande you can't be kemanyi you are a new person into leadership you need to serikali takero go to nimedemba bwate chi sessions chi workshops chi governance ngakia bantu bateke kolegasi bona takire be more open abantu ababaito injera bawo training go no bora mwaito muntu naro rachi no bugundi bosega atabena ki ayusike kuba elindenga chivu amagendera zabantu bane abane bale which is a better way nearly governance leadership abantu abairu stages chia governance baso me with their roles bamanyena where their mandate kirete na nenga yi kwerera na oyo iga nere ya enere because no nechi paranjiro kwebu ochikubule pale ne mugambe etera so kwebu ne ya national government ene ya county government ene ya nyarabe bono bantu baito they will fight you no mu MCA naturatorera pale in the real sense pale within the docket. So the biggest problem is communication. Abantu baito babe enlightened baite bwekina ya abana baminto in terms of development into what structures and levels of governance njire che county level njire che constituency njire che national government level each national government level chikoba oversight was chikoba pushed through by the members of parliament bono njire go chomo bunge necho mu MCA those people batakere ba enlighten abantu baito kwanyora bona abantu baito bagengerere mu MCA na turakora kumbe no mubunge ai budget iko bono basically abintaba MCA baito batakere bakole they get to governance scores many discussions also in terms of leadership elinde mba kwenda gali batumeke bikuma bose babeke nchara bosyo beba the interest y'abantu babatuma go kigali kokole
ndiye mano kegima ngakecho nahara batamana hello Edwin kuruage komu our roads are very pathetic tell Honorable Frank to keep on pushing He is the game changer and solution of Kisii Central. Igo usabira maya kabisa. Edu ni usabira maya tena sigendra gusuguma to kumanyiri mi akegocha na ina bokonyora kwaso ire kirogo rinde binto bigendra tagocha busukabusion. Tara kurkumwacha agote watching live from Kisii town. Biamono kigima gendra utulikira gocha imagaro ya bono anjengo chisomande kigima ekero chigoika negarana ikirije kichiri ha chogo chisoma. Biamono kigima bono no kagetenga yes to achora barai. The problem tuanyorire individual capacities as a barai. Ndutai tikote wabon speak as a group. Go say as a parliament go say nagi. As an individual oyo mo. No keta bana injingoli ke libaro monto vamo chora kabisa oyo Frank Mirina na kiare integrity ya ene chapter 6 kima na kiare yani bali ke likirege no keta bana injingo korabari bintu bindomne
ora kumi abana inje faito before period area last miles ya election arabantaba ya moko reason together mubagwere but bono again tugegoje kyabasari kyabatantani no wasera enibo kego zogati bono bago tenu mugambi bona again ndokora turusi ambuango tole tubagere bwango ayo ko chiko totebya ayo bwate you have very good plans ojo to era se ko oraria kuetire igo bono katiba ayo bono baswali mageta ire ngyo bwate turuga but I agree and I accept and I appreciate we have sober minds amongst ourselves
abatali bangi
but if we can decide to change the narrative abantu baitu tukaransa twaligere umuntu kulingana bunere na uburayi bwae na baby history yae use agenda kyabatu kuja sabantu we vote on agenda mono minto Gusii ito no na baba tena na berabe amareka na bagucenga kurugoro na I can tell you abantu baitu baizo kwancha na tuende step by step umuntu yega na tungene terasta tema tutengo toletera chipara tatorera iranire kwara mubekex maki register tole kitabu na bono gachikura chuchu chaka 2027 abara ayi to begete ti umuntu na tutengo torosiriali amachi na rose to starose excuse so the torole ngai chipoint chiweret tokonyora na yes ne nyingake why not no nje Mirina nyole na oyitoko pingana nere chipoint change chite kerasi I will surrender and honorably it's not about it is about achievement to achieve whatever we want because at the end of the day about to deliver I will give you koboko then one minute toka chibosi na boko na no opposite but you saying nje bono rende conflict yero oboke nyomba bwaso wakati I mean no nyomba yeno ngakieka actually now the problem in the bono beyond bono na ndo gosera no boke nyomba
na yokurwa
no bona kerotole I know yongo correct aye krentane
wote gwebindugete tranyoma
tato mino na kaberegesa kugete odena why am I carrying a burden yabantu probably so koreane I'm designing my destiny muntu ko bring those things na use tato mino ndo akosane tenere it is about time ngakitu tebangaki amano minto boke nyomba mbuli kubwate nche nyomba yetu na ebenka as long as I have the right channel I have the right agenda to abantu baito to an opportunity umuntu ochaka na bono tutebe mono tutebe na turabegera obwemizembo bwatu boke nyomba bokake una binyoro nsali usko constituency umuntu tabugavana bona yanza constituency kyakuru umuntu oyo no mugetutu umuntu no mubazi umuntu no banyalibali I'm really struggling and I'm thinking this conversation never have ngomuzana ku achieve never no undibwenza yote na danaki abantu baminto korankonya gochikuringinde yeseri gojo kwana aligerere chi obogavana bwakira Gusii marakata total 2013 2017 2022 kwana ko no mugavana no mu women rep bakure constituency no para pompa paitega ki
aigango utagire mono evinge verelimo
tuko terera ki bo bibere blopo omugavana ko no national level ko una triple politics yaso amokale babwatana no mo sigisi mo luya
kinambas
chino mbare bako ko una bona ande amangana shares yaso iro You cannot be disappointed when you're on our MCA but we can even to one basari nesing enjo mututama kritikura umwe MCA abatereto mutuna na ebono Mirina wa kritikura muri yakweki akwe basari Mirina tabwa tikiti Mirina tabwa tipara na ebono Mirina wa kritikura muri yakoro abaro seri uruji Mirina tabwa budget yokoro sero uruji kwarule bono ego twarana there is always conflict abarai abageto abachora twatanga kirende kitu akoro borai bono rene tubage tonzi na bao to tupagwa na etato mino na ngoserete bono
ngakinere ngwiriyo kobo
ngakinere bono kore it is a shame nande abantu baito the only way to come out of this to them ni matendo ntoko kora but let us try at least some level of engagement na barai to chora to weigh in their points to them ko bategera ko ba barabuko to tegera but to ba eresa mono barabuko to them to nyorena who is more weighty what am weighty to go nere yes
smart boy Humphrey Orabi PA wa Honorable Stephen Arika kurwa MCA Ibeno Ward watching live, please salimia our next MCA Kisii Central Ward. Makwali na haigwa ngike tide dikutara na deni one tomaite Humphrey tomaite Humphrey Orabi
kabisa
mwana gete na kole nyangi kurwa tukaliyo mojere sana kurwa aita unigaziga SD ga
very good na ta nange na badali deni dana na mojere
biamona Humphrey biamona kigima kwenda tukuligiria mangana baya bono kurwalia Ibeno kabisa twagamba no mheshimiwa Arika kabisa twabekemero igokira yanto chitokotebe ngaitua chiregocha ngakimnei nara gontebi John Bwairire mukwani omogeni oyo na ntango kwanie onyoni gose miguna kurwa bubasi miguna na asomire oroboti wao na kuru na ira mama makwani ona ira mugeni gototeba ngatinya begetibucio biamuno kabisa gendra kondikira kurwabo kwania omogeni Frank nare oyomo ase abasae babwate amaroro amaya ase ekegori egeke Dorcas chia lady
biamuno sana
na teba ngokwanie amakwani onzipi igona anya
kwaye kira
ntagete engana dochu kwana bono yamangana jenzi ne ntambake gugatuchigonye extend kira kitaka ndo chiatigeri sano ikichinse cyo katuchikonyora mangana maya nabatuja kunye extend after news na inde bono nkwara nore Kenya gaiga nkwara abana basaba ke Gen Z bakire bono bali threat gaiga bageciwe bakori chiskuru iko balisiko baharigire ibyenjire bintu bigokorwa bageciwe basokire bara babugoiria amato bagire gotera usayibande basoire ime bintu bindi bantu barayibande basorera ndime basalirie umuroberi batagete korangana naye na kibu understand it kegori kigia Gen Z nkyo muna bakore bintu byabo ikarboniga. What do you understand about them?
Bro, you can lie to some people sometimes. You can lie to all the people all the time at some time, but you cannot lie to all the people all the time.
Yeah.
Abantu baitu babere bakogacha ubururu ime yabo and it is about communication, bro. When you run up the government, yes, could be having good policies, but they go collect us our ninety, but they use a very wrong approach.
Okay.
Omontaja otenina matanga ebarasa usotene forum etali structured in any way oenda matanga otena liwe waro mupende musipende tutapitisha ikitu mwanja eke yakoreki yetera over some time abantu baitu bararo lenga ki mwatonale limbo mwakole nimate ya 2013 ya bato bokorikana bwae abantu bakamunonga ngekicini bagaiterera amafuta agajaga kina legal taxation ya mafuta kamendu VAT ya mafuta 16 yarenge 8% eganda 16% abantu bagaiterera
murunga ni
bagakira
2017 gajanaro
ebintu kete bame bono it has come to a level abantu beto banyore na the more we keep it to ourselves need to komia.
Good.
When we tell our representatives about representatives jito which assembly aki tafadhali ikiwa bintu bya sariki umushahara umuntu na enkoli yose 20,000 10 years ago no role aralia no role bono lakini mugati okoreki ligoli yakini cost of fuel yakini tafadhali boto itamole karaira ngorani na mangana you can spread it out over time kwa nyona ya yana liwe liwaro lazima yakore ete Gen Z is a revolution whose time ite and it is unstoppable. I'm not saying this is going to stop anytime soon. Ngani itiraera bona bakenya ba realize nga ki for us to get our rights was for us to our communication ikali lazima fujo ebe usiko tuze kubeka fujo zenga lazima
bachiboy ni chinguru
lazima toche ne chinguru because communication apo kamna bona nya ki policies watene chingia representative ababunge the structures, administration structures, they go down with this public participation yaba. Papa uli abantu betu. Ntote comment ngeke ntote ko kolenge ngeke nyakimukero. Ose adjustment kini mote kubeka. Usinga it is a consultative agenda. Lakini to jana saba na inchi, wataliwe liwalo upende usipende, tufanye nini? Tutapitisha. Kwa karolera babunge gali bakabere lobby monta ku make sure na gwaka ni mpaka waka no lindo obeke vote yes.
Yes.
Believe going forward babunge baito bono mangana aliyogo abanenji basijja kamnyogere bunge kali linde bavoti ogo voti abanenji
bakuganyire na online ali mubunge usinu ara ikuru centralia asale ngiko beke mete yaye mobere ando vamos soke tukuru ekiruno ekagenda central gravo ngende semo ya kabiri elinde tusoma mangana magira kinitaraja sore Abigail gira kiri gwa keiga yangi be second isa merongeza tuchukaiga journalist Sam Miyenda salimia mheshimiwa sana. He has a point, but the problem is politics of tokenism. If we don't have development, it's our own problem because we elect bad leaders. Frank Mirina is a good leader, but what he lacks is support, mentorship from other leaders. He was supposed to be appointed a minister of sports Kisii County to develop his political career so that he can remain within the ward asiende kwa hustle mbali. Ngane yo tokwere nango kwanda tole ngane yuna na takire ko chorwege rugekyo goto gendare gatosoma mangana mayeto kwirana elinde tomanye ko jesoma kabisa senjireme. Hi ni David salimia Frank na tell him never lose hope, he is the upcoming MCA. Biamono David nainde ade diango kwa biamono tokande semo ya kabere asige kagetari getambe ngwere nande na mangana maya elinde na domakora no mogeni yoyo weka chinsa inyiguru emogoroba yabono nigakorokwa honorable Frank Mirina injiri gokorokwa John Kebati.
Omwanchu muliriria bwa televisioni ya Ndizi TV mbiyamona sukoira chinsa chao na kuliriria televisioni yao na mbegemo yomunwa mweke Gusii bono onye kubwate nganende yonsi yukwe murungania wosokomenta na bogo toikera ase gutwakire simi ase namba enotisano na ibere inyesato isano nemo ibere isato isano na isato isano na ibere eyemo gose otorikere yukorike ase email ya ndiztvnews@gmail.com boigo na bugotonyora ase mitandao yaito buna Ndizi TV News Digital ensemo ya Facebook, YouTube nigotogotoka buna Ndizi TV News na boigo TikTok nigotogotoka buna Ndizi TV News na bo ogututarira sikia bisichito ekyo kirebo cyobwe kiro ya embassy ekeroko gendanya koe ase bara ekurwa Kisii kogenda Kisumu. Ndizi TV obwansu bwo Gusii.
Biamono kigimo mwancho murigeria ba television ya Ndizi TV kero togendrete bujakabiza niko cyaragire cinse isato cyemugano baya bono ejire cinse cy'urugongo rwa Afrika ya mocha ano sia sole niko naindengende to kwarigania obe naintwe otochagete cinse ibere niko togendrete gwika cinse inyeke ni chikingese ya kabere ekyamangana magima goroba ya bono inche niko kwa John Kebati Yamateye mukuru wa sekenyoro kia mitenyi enchoro ward yigo tukagesima ime bunge ya Kitutu Masaba county ya Nyamira ni gobono yeso kirie na kugania obokonyi aso mwana obo au monyaruka aselita gloria kwambuka oyo lekerazi dia ikomi gose form 2 asiskuru ya munguri aba egago tigerwa na chingoma chimbe kolengana ni yamateyo ni gobono mworoki oyo bweskuru eyo abetega go tigero chingoma echo no mworokia oso mwalimu oyomo bweskuru eyo ezure kyukya motigire kare enchera embekegima gukwana na sokoro yaye o mwana oyo serita David Gichana ni gobono atebiruna obotana bweskuru eyo ni go bwari yetie kobisa enganeyo nyorango oroboti orwo
omwana one naro muchu korogosoma mungoli eskuru ya mungoli bona karago somo bagakora mangana lakini agasokera ensemo ngacha kuyeigwa nyuma ekero nanya igwa nkaiwa konyora nainde igo babisita mangana yi nabona igwitse bobe ngacha konyora paka nkoro kigwa ani abantu mbara bangaini ba kolete bagaku mwana ikoro nacho korora amokono muno obekire bandage igo narereta maene mambie iyo muna naikegima ndari nachize baka mungoli school ngaikageita uriyo geita nkamaza kambodi na kirende mose gwachire ya mwana one naro ikira esukuru igaro mucho korone nerenta getendore nonyanko morora onte gete komoiraka nchikorora buna itire nonyanko kora fata medication ngende komokorera na gantebia ninta gete before motara monga ninta gete korore principal deputy noriyo mwagete agantebinga principal ya chire school ya chire meeting yechi school okay bachire ne principal ne deputy yae naende konyoro monginere na igwete ga kora bosongo konyochiro mororire karua tukatigana na barabu buya igo kira bondu etonga soka ono kurwaerio nabona arueto batabuga atimanga na kiara abanka netikire gento tinje zigukora ngane ndigo itani yawo ngachaka mambi yaje nari ngina chiete no muisiko mwaba gachikororo abaje ngo mwana oyo igotoko komwekero nginaro nkaranga libango chingina tikagenda bakano muisiko mwaba kareto mwana oyo bakamoira fata medication ande bakanyore obuchanja muna bakoleta abantu aba babisita mangana amange bakakebisire ibagetebere kiare koro kibuna itire bakakebisa bakamana gwaka gocha rugoro asata itiri bonekera chito kole fata medication na ngina ali bosongo mbanyolete exactly asabu negete fracture asoko boko bakanyole kini kesi uyu mwagitabu yete kwanza amone school ilikonye bisita mangana ayu
ono nene tata akarinwa akaira na bunachete ora na imambi yaye karabate beti tata nga mwana no muibori oyo komoreta ukomorusia skuru nkagenda na my sister na ritonyore to mwana goteba umiete na inda bwata mauta nda manga goteba ayenga soko bakukumi ase plasteyu utari kunyara kwa ko tokorora buna intwe arenga ase plasta arafu na inde umwarimu uye kara ari kumuita namutachira neti amagoro na nda kamurusia ange skati amuruseti akamotebita eratari kona gukumie ere no muntu omonene uno mwana kwere sonya nona astifito chikoroki igo bono gakumuita na inda mwakane igo na arenga we nga kumuita na inde gente kinga togecheti egento ekenene togoteba onyo mwana oyo takwete nonya babisete eyaki omwana erorekane na inda anyore yakira mulenda sobugimo ba ari na bubono iga serikali embwatisi ndaro omwana oyo nabande banga bunabo banyorire yaki yabo ase serikali yeye yaita ya Kenya
gotwikira komanya oboene borororo ekiagera omwana oria nigo aitetwe neri tukoriye aitetwe deputy principal Muswati igo batigeretwe libaga ryokorenda school principal omwarimu omonene okurukwara bagotari ngororo naende igo twachire kwene kiekene inkai omwana oyo ekiagera ase ekatiba ya Kenya nerichiko ria Kenya 2001 twatwarite gento gikorwa abolition of corporal punishment ase chisukuru nabo igo we are ready chi organization chiachira amo chikorwanerera oboronge bwo mwana oyo ase okobeka kine court elindo mwana oyo anyoro obusibore bwaye anyoro oboronge bwaye ekiagara omwalimu nigare omwibori okabere ase school.
Ekero tutigarite meji county yo ya Nyamira bakeba bamenyi kurwase ward yerigoma iyo tokese county yo ya Nyamira nigo besokire na kureneria biyamono uchiaso mu MC we ward yerigoma musike Nyambega Gisesa aso mukiagende tokobeka bokoreta magendero a senseme yo okwana kurwa chinsemo chiri yabe na boyigo nsemo ya keroka nigo bamotogirie usebatogiyo buraibwe county ya Nyamira so kwene kebuna chitayangobe kuchire senseme yo iliyo kwene kebuna obonchole ngo korubore go ikachinsa echabutuko ingaki echubono nigo batebire buna nigo baganitia magendero angabuna hayo asobunge musagito Paul Kapokara kurase county ya Nyamira niga kwariganira roboti orwo asenchira yobikiranu
bagukwana nigo bamwiranira ngambi ya muno MC kurwasoro ngorigaru igwadiri go momo Nyambega Gisesa asomokyoye bogwikirane chira chiri agendera ko bagakobariera
ate abangambi ya muno sana otemire musaje ko musaje otemire na kero muntu keraga atemire usakorire gento ingo toko inya kwa motebia ngambi ya mono na ngyo kande igo pongezi sana na nendo semere tinga se miake etigarite okore gasingia
umugambi nje gento ndagotebi gendera no moyo yo naba na inchi nabo bagenderete gukubekira max kirase nabo ndoche kero muntu akonya goteba ne epare yo yara twaliro oborabu yabwate obwobo bonene ikiagera amajambasi abere gagofamia se pare yu lakini oborabu obu nabo boratokonye umugambi twagotera imbiya mono
ukwana nigo batebire ngambi ya muno aso kubekero gwechitaya ari nasi chinsemo chiri yabe na bwigo ne chinsemo oime yo muchokeroka intubono korengana muno arabukira kunyara kabage gotinya oborendi chingagi chabotuko na bwigo kwirira obonchiri kogenderera intukerere ogokina we chinseme chiga
lakini bona munanga kireteta yabekirwe nechiko keyi obo chererio bubonge nande gwetani muno negenderere gukora ibiashara biragenderere kobo nande gwetani muno ngosabera omweshimi wetu ngambi ya muno agenderere gukora amagendero muno yagendererete
Fred mukwa etayene tokonye bokibago ngo babure ensara kibono loje koru bune yamuregete ensembuyero
ishimi wa Nyambega Gisesa nyore gwanja to mende tayende chitanyonyensa baiga guchimata chibangane abeke liya bonsi tabeke liya ba taunyoka achimende nyango chimate
kurende kurwa sensemo yende niko boigo batogirie anene obatiniri bwa serikali ya county ya Nyamira asomokyo bo kwene kiburango kinya ole chitauni au
no ndubwate eta oborabu gaiga eta ebekire ane nigo to gosabanga nyandiriye kunyarekana chinge chiaro to kobekwe njere yigagere biashara bikorekane aiga somuchokeroka na kigimase enseme ya maiga bono munabono twe municipality na njera chitakire kuyigukana kuyigurubia egere tunyara ko batokore biashara abantu bamenye tororo bakore gasi batari no busibore abakora gasi ndiyonse na njire ndiyonse banyara ko babagakora emeroberi yabenjirere ngiya kombiya mona singe nje yekewe kegiyetaya
nonye nabo nigo baganire umwe MC ujiga gukora amagenderande bwe kiranu egati abakoro baroisiria chibara nabo igone chinsoko cha mache yento boigo kira abatore gurube kurwaseme chandelia bagwetera
ndongo sabatokonye tubwate getajo mata ge koro kuria misia ni getaje kikiara birange miaka itatu getabwate mache atokonye gakiatogero asiri
ngoro kulame kimukaya oyo michinari yaba alafu ne para lende para ngure kabisa ndoje mbuyare na temete ngure lakini yago chiria mera ba muino gatara kuna tagira nyerigereri alafu nande ngendo gende nale sabo mugambi Gisesa ndoje mbuyare ngotinya gotemale nande ne bichana lende bichane tauni ya lende ya gasiato
ko bainya naende ndo tomo muntu banyu mwacha mwara tutali nande mwacha mwatu advice ngagito bwana ko bagaiga ego twa muganiti anyale ko bakago just tole gaiga ora tutalire karago tutalira go chagaiga egere twanyara ko batoko marora twakamba twa bintu mbire tukunyara ukwana tulita ko batoko marora nande kera beira story na litoko marora bya life nandagendere ko tobegere bintu bino nandagendere ko koro mukitachi kora
igingo report ligetasini kya obwanchete kya Ndizi TV kurigase county Nyamira inche konkuru kwa Polycarp Okara
na yo mwanchwa omurigeria nigo togusuka busyo abasae nigo basemigwe kwenekia buna gwebwatirania bare gusingo kora bare chikosi chamaboko ili kwegendereria ase obugima bwabo gukwana negeze nigete gya Ndizi TV omuliki bwesukuru y'obubundi kurwali se county ya Nyamira kya Nyamira National Polytechnic Davis Nyangeri nigo aereire obuya bw'ikikosi cyo cy'amagoko na ningiye kogera abasaye babone gutwara ubumanyi bw'igoro kigima ili cyo konya samatuko ankyo.
Nyamira National Polytechnic eri akarukirwe kerubugiyetai yagendereire bono gantu bwa chikosi mbalimbali ntobwa department bono korunga ya building and civil engineering ebwate chikosi echo tukatwara department ya electrical engineering ntobwate department ya mechanical engineering tukatwara department ya business tukatwara department ya korunga ya computing and informatics chi department ya chonsi njebwate chikosi mbalimbali asa abana baito baranyare ku enroll egere banyora masomo ayu arachikuba konya uchi chingaki cha mutu komenta nayo abanafunzi baito bagroire ntobwata abanafunzi mbalimbali koru chinse ogose chinsemo mbalimbali baro korugogere oluya mbaroro tubwata abamansai igobono yeto ko Yoroke National Polytechnic naenda abana baito bonsipi no bakoba accommodated around the institution naende serikali tubwata serikali within the institution whereby safety yabo erengia masoma TVET institution na masoma kobeka mwanafunzi onyore skill yae iyo yachi komokonya on day to day life twaranga libaga bana bakoberaka tigaba enroll ne institution ya TVET egere banyore skill eyumambi na mambi ndego chako
gotigana na John gotokerana go Ikasi county ya Kisii eyamateyemo okurwa sikinyorokia buitangare egodi ya basi central ebunge ya bobasi imeye county ya Kisii ni gobono yanyolwa bokonyi bukwa gachirwe nyumba kurwase omosamaria oyomo Sirieta Douglas Oketonto oyubono omanyikanite bujamna inde muna better life no nyanabo nigo bayire kigakye cyugwakira ngambiye mono gocha somo samario yumuya nabo igokuburia na abande na barobo banyare koegwa obokonyi obunga buno bwo eliyo banyare gosuka busyo n'obugima bwabo
Samarieta na Evalini Mura mugaka Bernard Gundi gwakambia mono ase better life so kondwanera mwana no kamuri kibarua mune birange byane byarengi ase naringe na ingorara na ingugwakira obutuko no mugaso kagoteiga kiento okora nkonyera omwana okari form 4 ndocho ikaransire isiko ne chikonda tokora nere bia mono better life mai nyumba kwa mubekire na ira ne rimbia mono ogendera omukioyo asanti soko genda onya gutacho bunyansi bunya gusabuka
inje na better life akonyire kurua ase bakase na ikebone na akachire abali botegeta bokonyi no ari morigi akokonya to hifapu a dream yago ya future
yongera ngambi ya mono ase better life ase okombwatero mwana no koboko manene na kore skuru bakonyorega ega sia manyorere ga sikibarua no bari nere bakabona iga aikire kumwagajire nyomba nere yongera ngambi ya mono asaye anyagumoseseni nanda na abandi nagendera tugusira abandi tari ona bieka nagendera tugubwatirania abandi okoboko bwata oboko kunya kuba ligari kibarua yagera anyora ase baji okaraki akarba kuregasi abuba bajireka banyora ndesi bakaraki bakorara
Samarieta Nsarume amugaka nareba inge nawe bwata obokongwo boremirwo obonge lakini better life akarigereria akarora ngenge ne bwate emechando ibaga chinda chiare gocha gotoria otokonyire nji gocha gotori bunandoche better life nyasa goseseni ase kwa gendereiri kwa bwatiro mocho koroko boko ogendereire pake nyumba matare gocha konyora onyorire tiga nyasa endera goseseni nando ogendera sa tigaire nonde nero mubwata okoboko
Totararwa soroboti urwo omosamario yomuya Sirieta Douglas Ogetonto igobona aboririe abogusii gosimo mugusii yonsi gochamo na kurwa bokonyi gochiase chiamate chiri achire echokonyora wansi kyagera obutaka nigo bole obonene mono ase rugongo rwa Gusii
Amalita ngorunga dagrasio getonto oyo rusana inje ninche rieta ndi bagondoka nga Better Life inje na konye to mwana oyo Brian Matara eke na nyorete esimi koru asaba ibuli bae amo mwabaka ngakire esimi agantebi nga omwana no kure skuru ga kitabu atiki barua kende otokunya kwana chikonda sikogaiga akino ancho monkonyere inje ngochikurire family nganyone family ya maene ninsere trikwenyara ande ngateba senjale first born ngatetiga cherende nera at least aimukie nyo muchiyo bo igoro kidogo bone kagera ngamuririe gas ngamokonya nande nga make sure nga muntu ga achire kurie gasi guikatu ari nyomba tabwate nyomba bono kurumuira na kuri umwaka yo monere ase boniga enyomba twa mwagacheire ebona gocha kurue gasi osoa bono inche nko batebia abantu ba minto usaba gusiba mintase mwabeta kimwanyorire kibarua ndonzi konya abantu bali bachandegete gose konya abana bali bamino bali ase binyoro erinde na ntoraseri butaka asingenja Better Life so nje timba timangana mange ndabatebi ngoti ye family nga tigesaba nyasaye mobokon erinde tokonya na so bwamu Better Life weye enako konya tali ngano yo mona akonyire na akonyira abana bange na ira abana bange bibarua sengonyara kiria keke nkonyora ngose yandi nabantu baminto au barase ikenyoro asabara inda tebe ngabara ibaito bali ense yito gose Gusii yito ndabasabe nga tigabara ibakore egasi no molembe na sobomo erinde tokonye abantu bainto banka nto kubachikura bagenda baiba ground abandi ground bunande ground abantu abachandegete bono ntotageti siasa bono ngakie ututaita abantu tokonyane erinde tokoreki tokonya abantu baito bali batari kwenyara tari bonsi bakwenyara egina kina ngusaba bara ibaito tochamo tobwaterane twamanya soba kunguri kinyoro twabwaterana
buya mono kigimo mwanchu muriria kerondo chidega chaminyo kirahbo kirange ikomina kianda kiro chemerongevere iga chinsa chorogongo rwa Afrika ya mocha ni konta itukora libageri ubwakira ngambyo mono kiagera wikirabwo nonde tukoika omwalio abwo amangana magia emagaroba yabono ngerto akore kinikinge giya kabere ngoso tole tunde hagato yumurobirio obweke umbu emaragoba yabono ejekoro kwa Ndizi TV obwansu bwo muguse igotoga ndrete numurobirio obweke umbu mugeni ona igakorwa Honorable Frank Mirina oyo nigale omwana siasa kurese county ya Kisii na boy gotwarago so ident kengese getanga ni kurwa chinsa ibire go kachiseseto na bono ni gotete to gendo mutumo komokeigo kurende tumanye koirana asikengese kyomwali kabisa ntunde yo mwalio eli entindi kegima yendera kondigera maboli ya ugocha asabali bali kagocha nkomo bolinde na boy gonyo turalika namba yesi minebe kirigoro gabwo genda Facebook no tole Ndizi TV News Digital na boy gomuna Jeria Kirubo na korolire bosire bwanyona orobotu wango so mandi kigima na yande amangi gobono teto ndesemo ya kabire asumutumo komo sinini tumanye koirana elinde tokole ase kengese ikiagato mbia mono kimanchini gonkoro kwa John Kebati.
Mwanchumuliriria bwa televisioni ya Ndizi TV mbiyamona sukoira chinsa chao na kuliriria televisioni yao na mbegemo yomunwa mweke Gusii bono onye kubwate nganende yonsi yukwe murungania woso komenta na bogo toikera ase gutwakire simi ase namba enotisano na ibire inyesato isano nemo ibire isato isano na isato isano na ibire eyemo gose otorikireri yukorike ase email ya ndiztvnews@gmail.com voigo na bugo tonyora ase mitandao yaito buna Ndizi TV News Digital ensemo ya Facebook YouTube nigotogotoka buna Ndizi TV News na voigo TikTok nigotogotoka buna Ndizi TV News na bo ogututarira sikia bisichito ekyo kirebo cyobwe kiro ya embassy ekeroko genda nyakoe ase bara ekurwa Kisii kogenda Kisumu Ndizi TV Obwansu bwo Gusii.
ayumwanju w'egetasini kya Ndizi TV nabo gutubwate gwetera senjera y'omutandao ya www.ndizitv.net iri guturigireria na bwigo gusonje mirubiri yito chinsemero 24 nyaranka nabo gusonje gwetera sesimi yawe yakoboko laptop smart TV iriyo wegokie Ndizi TV obwanso obw'Gusii.
buya kegima mwencho murigilia na inde tuiranira sentunde ya gatatu na inde yo mwali gusikinge ya gatatu ndikyo mwali yo kegima margoba yabona sumuru y'ubwekungu yo chakatise birwe gatise nye cyabutuko byemono kegima se bulbaga ndo tuligilia na gote bigendera ko beka amaburio ao go chasera mbegesi mina bwo WhatsApp narongo sandororo ndigiriye mushimiko na inde karibu
byemono sa
mushimiko Frank Mirina Nagongo bainulia sebali madenaro kireboniga nertol ner studia twara gosoiri kurwabu atangani na ndebono nigo twasoire asentunde yakabere ya gatatu na ndiyo mwario ndi twara gosoria trolen nanaki por mushimigo ngukubona twalenga twigira samangana jenzi na bare tirelibere gitega lyagalire bintu byakorekanire mense ya Kenya ngote bakwalengenga ne ngana ya kire na esinga gikiyaye na atiri gushkwahera bwangu ngwara bazayimna bataka gosoiri parliament ime nuko gete serikali yakora maunchuri yande korengana nabasaba mnabale ko kubori ko demand chabo
kulingana na tanga na goteba na wotena it's an idea whose time has come that people must come up abantu lazima bayimukirire igoro kubori rights chabo not only from the national government level all structures of government aba bunge aba MC aba women rep lazima tuboli amachiko na tuboli abantu abaita maswali naki mtu abatumete what is happening otherwise itekera n'abantu baganyemba ka manzu tumukiye mato elinde action inago ko bateken the government of the day mbate mete go downplay the whole exercise about this is just a moto wa gazeti we tumezoea hizi watamaliza wataenda nyumbani but as time was moving they realized that it is not just something that they thought it was something that abantu baberege consumer for a while so that's why the people reacted the same way they reacted and then they waited about Karorana the president himself come out vacate position that in finance believe can say more structure changes in his government of course ebinde mbere akwane debitaje ko ba but we hope that they'll find they'll see the light of the day but monomono ngendo twango gotebana na ki azumwana inchi tekira ne tokwebereri abarai batokorere gase na tafadhali tusaidie usitafadhali na tokonye it is a demand that we have given you a responsibility we have given you a chance lazima utokorere gase injirendete shot kadeo na will take sides on this only na tulizokutere na igo na turanyore bintu bitu byakoreke ntokira let us make noise not only that we have a physical eba mandamano but let us question them in chibarasa neme ne forum chine just tokonyara
no ketina basae kuruchinga gikiria mangana bayiranirense you thinking about mangana bayisani gikiara agitation yari kwa nenene wikira boniga mtu bale kuboria ngwate babiri byakore tumbiri bitakore tu no kagetenga omurai bwense should be rested I think
the end result to take Korora was said the real deal about the revolution in Gen Z 2027. It can only be achieved 2027 only if abasayaba batwale ekura.
That's another aspect.
Without making these people feel the grievances, whether as a ballot will be just wasting time. You know very well, the Kenya majority Nabasai. They make the largest percentage of the population. Yes,
below 35 years.
Below 35, but when it comes to voting, I'm a testimony, bro. ewe kagali etuo
kwa bwate rende
elimo gotara nero nae bweka goigeta bekonya nae bweka
aye ote neiga
kwanyora na the problem ne ngaki abanda bamwe gotara baro bakora tiki babwati kura you have just been chasing air because the real time you wake kura which is the moment I know hospitals are side shows. A moment when you make a change. Na se ballot ne kebanda.
Okay.
Ngaki yogo chikuanza bono mede sometimes you go impromptu checks. Bangere ni tora chekire ne banda. Kwanyora bandu mabati kebanda kyane yasirete usenga kinga kiti mbwati kura yawo bwate retoro wao bono yasto kane chali.
Lakini toro chinga maite serikali dirai. Gwakire sabu. Eri mna boniga usikuligireria none kurindiria koretwe infrastructure yakorete some pools ikanyoranga 73% out of 100 tratebe ekanabukia 52 na isato mbali bakota banense ya Kenya igorochi the wrong side igo approve for rating yes serikali ya gaiga nenkesa meaning inga barori na bintu biri bachirete biya bantu banje timangana iye korokinga by 2027 a majority bandoki Nabasaya. But kinire miaka bata kitukuwa te bipande. Trojinga nere de sabotage in a way that te ba bipande, in a way that monyora voting card. Don't you think that we are correct? So that you sabotage the whole
Manjuwe geta sini kia Ndizi TV na bogo tubuate witera senjera mtandao ya www.ndizitv.net ili kutuligirelia na wigo usonje mirubili yetu chinse 24 nyoranga na bogo sonja witera sesi miao ya kuboko laptop smart TV ilio wegokie Ndizi TV obwanso Gusii.
Omurigireria bwe television ya Ndizi TV nigo tugukwiraniria ngambia muno asoko genderera guturigireria na gutusira kira rituko asemerubirio yeito yonsi chinsemero ngeberenenge bono onye kendegia korekanire asekenyurukiao ekiota getotumanye asubwango mono abunda isi weke nambeye asesemiao enoti sano na ibere inya isato isano nemo ibere isato isano na isato isano na ibere eyemo elioto akire nabasaki baito baikasuri na kubeko roboti ubwo asembeo emesa ya mangana maya ya Ndizi TV nereyo kwa bekire simu yao ime
kabisa mnatugendera tukukwana bono iguru ya abasaba na kwebwe bibande nalo kubuli na serikali turojina ande yake na birasi sabotage.
I don't find any reason why serikali ira atake sabotage exercise kire a democratic right ya bantu population yae. I know if we have abantu mbana ngote batakire kuminyeke literally 2027 gewe because they have been a disgrace, a disappointment na ando kuja sabantu baitu batakire baminyoke kabisa to replace abantu and it can only be done in ekura abasa. I want to encourage you, it has been a laughing stock na inumete na abasa uta na abasa boko wakwamire because mbere kuja bakekura. Let us prove the point na key na into we have a say, we can communicate through the ballot to give direction to our parents. Ndo gotiga Bible mega to akwa na mono nde mtandao social media turusi kwa no kongo yes kwa na criticism it should be there but to translate in the goche kura serikali inataka go frustrate. That is something I believe which is not normal in any government. Itaka go support the abantu ba ko bwate band usekura but in case tito bwate chukura mapema to bangene bitwandiro bitu
biamana. The biggest challenge Honorable Frank Mirina is facing is political propaganda. Otherwise, if this issue can be sorted and explained to our people well, I bet we'll be sitting on the seat of MCA Kisii Central Ward. Frank Mirina is a good leader, but he lacks support, mentorship from other leaders. He was supposed to be appointed a minister of sports Kisii County to develop his political career so that he can remain within the ward asiende kuhasol mbali. Egentege tangani tudra ni riborie. Aye no gwate bwi ribondo no mugabana bwi county ya Kisii.
Tenda la chakira ekyomura yateba. Propaganda has been a tool politics. Because the biggest undoing was the only advantage yara take igarwa apira ko very strong no go chane propaganda. You know, my first time to vie was 2017. Na bodi tuchukura 2017 chia Kisii Central Ward bado. That was my first time. Nkabana mbaibere. Bono people supported me overwhelmingly. Kabisa bakambwatesi nenje I did my best. But rende njirobo kulikana chukura chiko kolekana that it didn't happen na twanyolire ekirugeke. Come 2022 the biggest opponent bane they used a scheme na 2017 na oneti chikura na oneti chikura. Because of course umetabantu barona ba wakiri chukura the same way engakine raira akiri chukura ile chinyinge sana and then things changed in between umontatena tomwakira kabisa even raira wendo mwakira chukura 27 lakini ile ningi abantu 7 tunjena mwakira airene na mwakira the same thing happened to me. Bon rende things did go the way the abantu bata propaganda ngajaka na frange wose aga achirwe nyomba gusa milioni 2 okaraki oni ekura who in his right mind or struggle on your ruburai obobole mess anaponi on a small silver coin na because of venture. In any case I used more money, some few resources here and there, go get myself to that level. Yes. So it doesn't make sense in a Mirina. I just take $1 million nangoni kerogo for the sake. So they use that propaganda. Abantu bakaibota na kufurangia oni na tuwa mwakerega Jones Bia John. Otoni.
In 2017.
In an election, ekarachuko chiko baru. Nje Mirina tingwa za abantu ngaki na akechi chiana. Echiro usetu na mwana mtu bwate 200 njembwate 100 weyonda bwate 50 na candidate muri barenga 11 na nje Mirina utovu abanda ba 11 ndabe cyane menteroyo ababande barabukora ngimba o question ngiye ko gero yako mentero cyo because it's irregularity. It's illegal. It's something as a man of caliber na njo muntu isigete
a lot of life
I have a lot of life ahead of me. Lakini onelio muntu kuchukuritaya from politics o mwando na nje I'm just beginning my politics. Tokoletigo na I will never do such a kind.
Nkwe kwalinge kirogo na intrachakira na kinu muamatule bumugaba.
The same propagandists. Same people wakajana propaganda. Na Frank no muiri we governor. Then bakana create narrative na ndo kwa governor kerogo na ndo mwe omuigo ekero. My mother comes from Bogetut. Simba governor comes from Bovas.
Yes.
We were good friends.
Okay.
Na turaba basani abaya bakota na kibo ne Kebati mwawe kana na mwaona Mirina mukabo because intoli bairi but we were good friends.
Okay.
Basani abaya montolende mpaka point rimura ike monda kagere ne mukala bairi because you are transacting more
businesses
no netaba biashara but you are in touch, you know, campaign actually campaigning for the governor, we were very vocal. I was even in the forefront sana yo governor pake point before naona kila goja kwa Nairobi, we were part of the team to alenge the formation teams or to mwe baka bantu bakafina rolia karomo something I want to deny here. I want to clarify you
that I do mere morende kila kwa alenge the forefront ya biko mwenye kwa tebrenga you were in the forefront kumurwanira kabisa.
It is not my right.
Okay, what do you mean?
Let me tell you. Out of abantu bakwakire kura, abantu bakwakire 200 chukura. 270,000.
Yeah.
What makes me more better than others? Maybe he has his criteria yokochora serikali yae based on so many factors. Kwaroli. Ikobono I am among the 270,000 because yes, I was na mo korete campaign na bane ba mo korete team ne ngari am korete campaign korete. It is a combined effort ya banda bange akawin. So as Frank, I know and timbo atira itio question na ngitero kerogete. Yes. You know, as we move forward, we enlighten ourselves. Some of the governor go support it means in which area we will support a key governor. You have done good and we really appreciate. We can always question in governor key it is a big story, bro.
Come on. We are here because of big stories.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us. Come on.
Siasa?
Is it now you got abducted? And on what ground talk about that?
Bro, let me tell you, politics that we are playing out here.
Is it?
I know Nyamira moko ndegeti. I know Nyamira. Let me explain this.
Is it you who was abducted?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then explain what.
Nyamira napotokuwa naye. We are playing on a fair playground. Tumetenga ki na bono. We want to a competition, in a fair competition.
Good.
People are using dark means, abantu to make orthodox means, kwegura abantu bakore ibintu ketebire beyond imagination. Irinde bakoreki, get into power.
Okay.
I fall victim of that. It is something I really want not to even go into that because it's a bad state of affair. Because
how was it like? Is it? What happened? Where were you, Keroko, who abducted? For how long? And how did you get out of there?
Bro, it is a moment I don't want even to go into because it's really brought a lot of bad memories into the family.
But it happened.
It happened, and we forgive.
No money behind that.
We gave the agencies, the security agencies, they have the records. To Kamanyarende na Kiava, but we chose to forgive. It's politics, and we choose to forgive, but we cannot forget.
You are still in politics. Don't you fear being abducted again?
Bono, we learn from our mistakes. Bono, we learn from mistakes. We harden the skin every day. Bono, maybe the Frank of 2017 was. Bono, Nigeria won't go abducted.
You are not any different.
No, meaning I cannot. Can you
tell me? They my favor.
No, why me? Why me? Why should I be the one to be abducted? Now, why should it be me? So, all the time. All the time. I want
this time around. Following from Kisii Central as Gusii young leaders, President Honorable Frank Mirina is dispensing leadership and governance in our country. Jeria Kirbo, yada from Manama, Bahrain, Kingdom Goika in Kasobo, Kisii County, Biamano. Fabian Mura, I'm no matter welcome Kiongozi wetu, wa vijana Frank Mirina pamoja. Otava salute you, my brother. Do me, they keep trying. Biamano Kima. Philip, GPT Nyams, otava getting you loud and clear. Honorable Frank Mirina. Fabian enda kuboli na ukumbuke wananchi MC Domi. Don from Kiamagundu, PA wa Mirina anajituma sana 2027 ndio mono kabisa FPA ni mora na batebire igo emokaba yabon bono sende nchondo tina chinsa ngene komnyo kachire to tigire jidage komle sana nese to elinde chia ke chinza chirinye igoro kerto chukukoro mururiyo bono noroche serikali ya tobikire taxes chinyinge noroche mtobno bigendrete housing levy nera gochia ndemba onjole devinto NHIF lere achiro senero sha go senero shift ebintu bya beire binge buruka ine. What is your take on this government so far? 2 years,
the biggest undoing of any government from where we sit is that we want to stop every project. We start a new one every cycle. Now, the biggest problem we have even now, which is really costing our taxpayers a lot of money, is number one, corruption.
Yeah.
We don't have political goodwill to fight corruption. Because corruption, the beneficiaries, they are those people who are the big fish. People close to the government of the day. Kwanyaki ina Kebati kurumu sana ne mono ba no mete ise kwirene ngobogeka that's mocho ndigi favors here and there. Kwanyaki ngonyana nyalebe if we have a political goodwill to fight corruption, bro, we will be very far. Omano mito morala kebaso. He had an vampire diary isa woncho kanana. Egen tukire yani no nayo correlate. Ukorana ki ekega hakiaro eke orale that guy was even practical.
Yeah.
Akubekere kiripuna oyo tebete budget what is in the ground naked. It is a big shame. If we can be able to work on the initial projects, because already there's money inside here. I don't know what is new. Today, taking to time to get new into the SHA, get a as NHIF. Something maybe the government could look in administration, implementation, the administration staff. Because the whole system, I can't assume never problem.
Yeah.
But I want to believe they mean well. They mean well in this way. But then, above all, government should communicate priority basis kulingana na abantu batake chitax ya toitire abantu baito baumire boniga some of those people were into manufacture production. The cost of production has gone high. Yachire gorosana. Even some of us not always the cost of production yachire goro. Bono konyonority investor chinyinge chatamiro chinse buna Uganda, Rwanda, lekoroje na Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, chakodeki. We are the big brothers in the East Africa region. We can be able to tame on this cost of production to be actually na ki yachire insake abantu naito banyore reprieve. Quarry. Ikomono even the taxation over taxation, tax over every time and the time, it's really costing our people and we can't get out of this.
Noroje students banding. Mangana help na njire babi kwa. Kitikio kiale turu mochando committee ka veku kandi nyakulirelia bado wanafunzi bagende kolera. According to you, what can you say about the whole thing?
You know, involving stakeholders in every aspect is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because Omonto, you know, I saw in one of the dairies na Omonto, the same parent, same student, two students, same parent. Oya mambekire leva ya ngao no yonde ngao. The government bono usunywa criteria kibadumeka go choose your over this one because now that calls about involvement of stakeholders so that even to move forward in there's public participation equally abantu basuka in a uniform way. Yeah.
Noro kiagara bono skuliriria in serikali ya kolide kino skuliriria affordable housing ya minetu sana baka koti banding of students ya mini sana sha ya mini sana haningi kigendrete ebindo adana ngitinde abantu bandrete kuumia project ki ya bekiru successfully na serikali ya Kenya kwanza 2 years down the line itaraminwa naindi. Why do you think abantu batakuati trust na serikali ya bora
abantu baito ba better like over expected. You know, to whom much is given, much is expected.
Good.
So for the government of the day, It was highly anticipated in Anaki Nagaki made from the previous regime. Going forward, maybe this could be a different approach. Reprieve. Even we got the assurance in